All right, Sunshine, I'm gonna make you the host, all right? So just don't forget that you're the host.
Okay.
You have Jasmine and you have Apolline to
They
help.
co-hosting. You co-host them?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. All right, y'all. I need y'all to be letting people in because we're going to have to run this for a minute while he is going to be over there with Osayande. Where you at, Jazz? You all right, boo? All right.
Let him in.
We're about to let these folks right on in. Grand Rising, y'all. How are we doing? King Julian, what's going on? Queen Regina, Queen Dominique, how y'all feeling?
You gotta connect to the audio first.
How y'all doing today?
It's November 1st. I know somebody better, you know what I'm saying? Like, shoot.
What's going on, family? How y'all doing? How y'all doing?
Regina in the building.
Queen Regina, how you doing, love?
I'm doing great. I was asleep. I'd be tired. How are you guys?
Don't do that. You're gonna make me want to get back in the bed. Don't do that.
Yeah, right, Sunshine. We've been up since 5:30.
You ain't lying. We've been up. Getting to it. Dominique, Queen, how you doing? They still trying to connect. What's going on? Where is y'all cousins at? Where's the family? Where's everybody at? It is 9:33. They playing. This is day 3. Regina, has the information been dropped into y'all Telegram chat for this call? Do you know? Got it.
Hey, Dominique. Great morning. Great morning.
Why they still seem like they still trying to connect though?
Feeling fabulous. I love that. Yeah.
I love it, Dominique.
Thank you. I'm here.
Yes, get your cameras on. It's November 1st, the first day of the
Look, you don't want me to turn on my camera right now.
Why not?
She said, no, you don't. Not right now.
They gonna shut down Facebook. They gonna shut down the IG. Whatever we are.
I don't believe that.
It's shower time. Okay.
I feel that.
Let's go. I'm coming, y'all. I'm just dropping this link one more time. All righty, y'all. So how y'all feeling? How's y'all feeling? How was last night? How was last night's call? We're just going to do a quick check-in. We want to do a quick check-in. How was last night's call for everybody? Tabari, he's connecting. Oh, here they come. Here come the Queen Charlie in her bed. We know Queen Charlie in the bed. So y'all talk to me. How was class last night? We want to do a quick check-in. How was everybody last night? How was class last night? We want to know, what have you learned so far? Anybody learn anything that could be life-changing? If you could turn on your cameras, turn your cameras on. How we feeling? Let's talk about it, y'all. What's going on, King Trey? What's going on, Queen Charlie? I need y'all to communicate. What's going on, family? Wake up, y'all. Okay, it was great. What did y'all get out of last night's call?
Why are you out of it, Charlie?
What's going on, Queen? Are y'all able to come off mute and talk? You couldn't log on last night? You could have.
That's a tip? No, I ain't no tip.
What you say, King Tabari?
Oh no, not my fault. I'm at work. My fault. I wasn't
Why you not tipping people?
Why you not tipping today, King? What's going on? Why you not tipping today? I need a tip. Come on, tip Sunshine. Tip me with some information on what you learned last night.
Right.
Tip me with that. He said, put me on mute. Oh, she just got off work and she got a meeting at 2. So that means you getting ready to go to bed.
Charlie be grinding.
Mm-hmm. Y'all can't be in here being silent like this.
Right, let's get some cameras on. It's November 1st.
This the fourth quarter, y'all. This is not how your accountability calls go. This is not what accountability looks like. This ain't it right here.
So,
This
Sunshine.
Yes.
Hey.
Hey, beautiful.
Okay, so just real quick, I dropped it in the chat. We did learn a lot. So I know for me, it was a lot of information, and I'm processing how to put the pieces together. How they all link up, fit, and what kind of moves you make with it, and things like that. I can tell you one of the things that I did learn about yesterday that I wasn't aware of is hard money loans and some pros and cons for that. So that's one of the nuggets that we have, but there were so many.
Anything that was really life-changing for you last night that you didn't know? Anything that you feel like could really move the needle for you? That a long way. That was like really eye-opening for you last night.
You know what? I don't know, for some reason, it's just, like I said, it was so much. I think I have a mind block on at this moment.
Okay.
But there were things that were life-changing. It's just that my mind is still, it's a mind block. It's like I'm still processing it. So it's hard for me to point out, okay, I remember the hard money loans, but as far as life-changing, it's just a lot of information that does have an effect of changing my life and others.
Right.
But yeah, I just can't really pinpoint it right now at this second.
Okay, but the most valuable information for you last night was the hard money loan information?
Yes, the pros and cons.
Okay. And is that because are you working on your credit right now?
I'm still trying to build my no. I'm not trying. I am building my credit up. It took a little dive, but it's not bad, but it's just not where no. It's going to be where I want it to be. It's going to be where I want it to be. I'm working on it. It's not, it's good. I want it to be better, but that's not what's keeping me from anything. That's not going to keep me from, being able to do what I want to do.
Absolutely. I love the mindset and the automatic correction. I love it. Like, that's so important. The fact that you're picking up on it immediately is major. So I absolutely love it. That's major for you, Queen.
Thank you, Sunshine. I appreciate you. And you guys have this fabulous energy. And just thank you. I'm looking through my notes now to see, okay, what did I write down? But I don't want to, take up too much time here. So I'm out, I guess, on that note.
Well, I sure do appreciate you coming up here and sharing with us, Queen. Thank you so much.
All right, now take care.
You do the same, love. Who else can tell me about last night? Was there anything that you learned last night that was eye-opening for you? Anything that if the class ended today, last night was your last day. If you walked away from this right now, is there any information that you learned that you feel like, okay, this was pivotal for me. I could actually do something with this. Anybody learn anything that was very important for them yesterday? Anything that was brand spanking new? No eye-opening information, anything that was life-changing. So y'all had some hard money loan information. Anybody learn anything else?
Yes, it's me again. It's quiet. Okay. Yeah, the FHA. I remember Anthony mentioning FHAs where I guess you can do the VA loans and Fannie Mae loans with that. And I thought very, very, very useful because that lets us know certain loans that we can get that don't apply to commercial loans.
Absolutely.
So, yep.
Okay.
And yeah, that's that.
Got you. I got you. Okay, fellas. Thank you so much, Queen Dominique. So my guys, where my kings at? King Jason, King Mr. Chicago, King Tabari. Where my kings at? What did y'all, King Trey, what did y'all get out of last night? I need one of my kings to come talk to me.
We got Mr. with his hand up.
Come on, King. Come talk to me, Mr. Chicago. You can unmute.
Okay, yeah. Good morning, good morning. Peace, yeah. Well, just putting myself in a position like, like Anthony said, being the general contractor, being in that position gives you the authority to oversee all these projects and basically with the loans, you could sorry, with the loans you could really make a lot of moves and buy houses and well, since it was a lot of information, I didn't get all that down, but yeah, I know I wrote some of my notes, but basically saying getting a lender and buying, knowing where these properties are, you could actually make great profit, So that's what I learned yesterday, and besides, getting a nonprofit and LLCs going, I think this is a great program.
Absolutely. And do y'all remember what the topic was in the accountability call yesterday? We were talking about moving with what? Do y'all remember?
Oh, yeah, you got to move with
move with speed.
Move with speed, yeah, move with speed.
And those hard money loans help you do that, right? Because you really don't have to wait out the whole banking process. So if you're dealing with a hard money loan, you literally could start buying real estate like ASAP. And so remember that, like when y'all are dealing with those hard money lenders, it literally gives you the opportunity to start moving ASAP. And it also but with them, remember, you also need to always think about your exit strategy. They always want to know that. They always want to know how they're going to get their money back. So as long as you could provide that information to them, as long as you could show them where it makes sense, y'all could definitely get to the bag ASAP. So make sure y'all remember that. And so my next question to y'all is there anything, and this is everybody, is there anything that is actually in y'all way? Is there anything that's stopping you? Because we're actually, you only have Thursday and Friday now at this point. You have tonight's class, and then you have Thursday and Friday. But is there anything, are we dealing with time management issues? Is work in the way? Is there anything that's actually in your way or stopping y'all from feeling like, you can't really completely focus on this aspect 100%? Let's talk about it real quick, family. Anybody? Raise your virtual hand. So everybody is 100% focused right here on the course. King Julian, come talk to me, King.
Well, I don't have nothing in the way now. Like after yesterday, like I just was like really thinking about everything. And now I'm feeling like way more motivated. I got a play that I'm gonna do today in the next like 2 hours, as far as like finishing up things I should have did. So like I'm like highly motivated. That's all I wanted to share. I don't got nothing like that's an obstacle now. I ain't even like tripping about all that other stuff I was.
So just like that, after yesterday's call,
yeah, like
everything is clear
like
and out
my
your way.
mind right now is like, I'm gonna go now.
What? I
Yeah.
absolutely love that. I need everybody to come off mute because that's a big deal.
Yo, big motion,
You
Julian.
feel yourself.
Oh, let's get it. Let's go. Let's
Yes,
go. Let's
Love that.
go.
yes,
Let's go,
yes.
King.
It's moving with
That's
Yeah.
real
speed.
Yes,
transformation.
let's
That's real
go. That's
Let's
transformation.
go,
major.
brother.
That's
Yes.
I just
major.
needed
Keep your
that
energy, keep
whole
your
Yes.
energy, man.
Proud of you,
I just
brother.
needed that whole like meditation thing, and I'm good now. I'm ready. Like,
Let's
I'm
go, King.
yeah. Appreciate y'all though.
Oh,
Like, you know what I mean?
absolutely.
100%.
So you actually felt like just a whole shift take place for you.
Yeah, it's just like because I was just like really thinking about it, and I'm like, it just was like I got it, and then all something. It's like things got clearer, and I thought like, oh, just do this, do this, do this. Now I was like, I got a direction now. Now I just gotta run with it. Now it's like I
That
got it.
vision is there. That vision.
Yeah, I just needed.
Absolutely.
I guess I just needed like to vent because like I ain't really been having I ain't been talking about like my little depression to nobody. I've been just holding it in for like months. So it's like, and that joint was kind of therapeutic a little bit. So I'm gonna just do
It's
my thing.
absolutely. It's amazing what a safe space can do for you.
Mhm.
It's very hard for us to keep internalizing stuff. And it's a weight. It's a weight that you're carrying. And when you're trying to elevate and get to the next level, how hard is it to go to the next level and rise if you're shackled down with this weight? And it's an invisible weight. You can't see it, but it's literally weight that you're carrying that's holding you down. But you're fighting to go to the next level, but you got all this weight sitting on top of you, heavy.
Right.
You
Yeah.
have to feel so much lighter at this point.
Yeah. I just feel clear. Like my brain just feel like everything is like all the BS is out the way, and I just got that one direction. Like I just can't wait until like the next 2 hours so I can go do this thing. So
I love it. I love this for you. Like I absolutely love this for you. Everybody show King Julian some love in the chat. Show Queen Dominique some love in the chat. Show the King Mr. Chicago some love in the chat. I absolutely love the participation. Anybody else? Queen Regina, how you feeling? Is there anything going on? Is there anything that you feel like could possibly be in your way right now? Or is everything smooth sailing, love?
Yeah, right now I just need to check back over like the replays so I don't want to miss no steps or anything. I've been checking out my credit report. I just got like 2 more lanes that I need for it to be green, and I should be good to go. So I'm gonna start setting stuff up today.
Okay.
Yeah,
And you've been able to completely focus 100% on the challenge since you've been here?
Well, not really, because I have a small one, but I'm not making no excuses. I'm gonna get to where I need to be.
Okay. How old is your small one?
He's 2.
That's that major age right there. They keep you busy.
Yes.
Oh, you
And then I work night shift, so
Ooh-wee.
yeah. I'm working. I'm getting through it.
Okay. So has any of this been challenging with you working a night shift? What time do you actually go in? Have you been able to attend the classes?
Yes, I missed one yesterday. I work 11 p.m. to 7, and sometimes I do like double, like I pick up, and then I have to make sure I stay up because I have another daughter. I have another child. I have to make sure she gets to school. It's been a lot, so I'm trying to get through it.
I commend you. I commend you for being focused and literally still making this a priority for you. You're up right now. You're on this accountability course. So you're being dedicated to the process. You're committed to it. So as long as you stay like disciplined and consistent, you're actually going to reach your goals. So have you written down your why as far as why you're doing everything? Have you mapped out your goals for yourself?
Not all of them, but yeah, my why is for them, you know.
Is that what's helping you stay like really consistent with this and
Yeah.
discipline? That's a great thing. I hope everybody has done that. Has everybody done that? Has everybody made sure they've written down their goals and their why to help keep them focused and disciplined and consistent to the challenge? Y'all only have a couple more days left.
Yeah, I have a lot of whys and I have a big vision.
Absolutely. I love it. Well,
Yeah.
at this time, I love it. I hope that y'all took this time out to do that, because that's very important for this challenge. That you make sure overall with your goals, period, that you make sure that you definitely write your goals out. And you have to make sure that your why is big enough, because when you feel tired, when you feel like you just can't no more, when life is life and you just feel like you just want to quit and give up, your why has to be big enough to push you through that. If your why isn't big enough to make you cry, if your why isn't big enough to push you through those circumstances, it's not big enough. Revisit your why. Make sure your why is big enough to push you through any possible circumstance that could make you want to quit on your goals. So in the meantime and on the between time, y'all know what time it is. It's time to bring up that man of the hour, our mindset mogul, the one that's going to help us keep our minds right. Y'all already know what he's doing. Y'all seen what he's been doing for y'all. What he's been to me is a game changer. He's changed my mindset in so many ways. He's done so for all of the coaches. And I hope he's doing the same thing for you. He's showing you the way to think differently and help us elevate our mindset to make sure that we don't just make the bag, but we don't fumble the bag. So at this time, I need everybody to come off mute. Everybody come off mute. I don't want to see a red mic in here. And let's welcome our very own Sean Crewmate, our mindset mogul. Let's go, y'all. Give him that
Let's
energy.
get it. Bring him out. Bring him out. Bring him out. Bring him out.
Oh,
Let's go.
That's good.
Let's go.
Big energy. Big energy. Big energy. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's
Oh,
get
big
it. Let's
motion,
get
big
it.
motion.
We
Let's get it.
here.
Let's get it.
Let's
It's
go.
November 1st. I'm ready. Let's go.
Absolutely. Let's go. Yeah.
Look,
Come on, King.
Let's get it, King.
what's up? What's up? How we feeling? Yo, it's only like 20 people or less in here. I think I've seen 16 or something. Yeah, 16 people. Where's everybody at today?
I don't know.
Where's everybody at? So look, man, every day is a good day for a great day. You know, like just to be real with you. Like if anything could happen, anything could transpire, and you could wish that you had this life again. But the reality of it is, life's gonna keep going. Whether you stop or not, life is going to keep going. Somebody say keep going in the chat. I used to hate that when they comment on my posts. Like I made a lot of music, right? I used to put out my music videos and stuff, just little clips. And all the artists, yo, keep going, bro. I'm like, yo, what you mean keep going? Don't stop. And it like later on, it's like it hit me like, oh, okay. I see what they meant now. What they meant was that during this journey, you're going to have some wins. During this journey, you're going to have some lessons. During this journey, you're going to have some obstacles, but what? Put the answer in the chat. What must we do?
Keep going.
Keep going. 100%. Whether it's 5 people that show up here, what must we do? Keep going. Whether it's people that believe in you and your family and your life, what must you keep doing? Keep going, right? So the reason why this challenge was put here and the reason why you're offered these opportunities is because you have manifested it. If you manifested this challenge, if you manifested being in this challenge, put me in the chat. Who has manifested being in this challenge? The reason why I'm having you go through these different prompts and write things in the chat is because I'm tying what we call the emotion to it. Now, if we tie emotion to an event, what happens? If we tie an emotion to an event, what happens? Let me know. Let me know. If we tie emotion to an event, what happens? It's only 16 people in here, and we got half the people with the cameras off. Right? And most of the people with the cameras off is the coaches. The camera on is the coaches. So, like, what's going on here? Right? I want y'all to really think about it this way. Whether somebody else shows up or not, you still got to show up regardless. Whether somebody else got their camera off and it makes you feel confident to put your camera off, you are going to have to show up regardless. When I used to play basketball and I was about 10 years old, I'm just learning basketball. So I'm just looking around, seeing who's around here. And I'm coming from football. And I see people, every time the coaches got his back towards them, they stop stretching. I'm just trying to be cool, trying to do what everybody else does. I do the same thing. Later on, I realized people, the majority of the people would lead you the wrong way. Like if there's a lot of people going in one direction, the majority of those people are kind of just blindly doing something. And if you're doing that, if you're just blindly following what somebody else is doing, chances are you'll be led down a path of destruction, right? So I'm calling out Charlie, I'm calling out Dominique, I'm calling out Matt, I'm calling out Trey, I'm calling out Jamel, I'm calling out Amara, and who else? Somebody else is connected. But regardless of the matter is, whether I call you out or not, you know if you're able to put your camera on or not, and you know the limit of where you want to go. So this is not like drill sergeant. This is not like I got to come in here and route you up to get started. No, I'm coming up in here to let you know that you will be challenged with some obstacles. Like right now, this is midweek, right? And you're dealing with certain things that's coming up. In fact, this is not even you being fully in the program. This is not even you being fully in this new world. This is you just learning about it. But this stage is about what? Learning is about what? Let me know in the chat. What does learning mean? Learning is what? What's the purpose of learning? What's the purpose of learning? Drop it in the chat. Drop it in the chat. Right. So we can grow. So we can get enlightenment. So we can earn, right? If we learn more, we earn more. What else? What else? The true reason for learning is mastery. Think about it this way. If you become a master at who's better? Who would you rather have? Would you rather have a master chef or would you rather have your child cook for you? Child is learning. Child is grown with you. But if you got a 5-star dinner date with you and your significant other, you want your children cooking for you or you want the master? If you go out to get your hair done, you got a big event coming up, you got to look the best. You want an amateur or you want the master? Let me know. Let me know in the chat because I think some of y'all be like, yeah, I could just learn a little bit. No, your money is a receipt for the value that you provide. If you are the master, then you're going to be the one that's cashing out the money faster because they're coming to you because of your mastery. I want the master, right? Don't you want the best teacher, right? Don't you want the best instructor? You want the best of the best. If you're the best of the best, somebody say I'm the best of the best. Come on. Look, I can't be the only one thinking I'm the best of the best. I got to have other people around me thinking they're the best of the best because then I just look like I'm a narcissist, right? No, I'm the best of the best. You're the best of the best. We're the best of the best. So understanding that energy carries over to the activity. And then from that activity, now it breeds the property. So your identity, the way that you see yourself creates the activity, the way that you go out there and perform, and the way that you go out there and perform relates directly to what you acquire. When I used to play basketball back at Seton Hall University, I ended up getting a whole apartment based upon my basketball skills. You hear what I'm saying? And some of y'all know my story when I talk about this. I said I used to sleep on the benches of the dorm basement when financial aid did not hit. Do y'all understand? I didn't go back home. I didn't cry. My grandparents didn't know. Nobody knew except for the people who let me into the building to go sleep downstairs with no blanket, no cover, but with my jacket. Wake up, go take a shower inside the basketball gym, and you already got people in there already from the swim team. They already all I'm like, yo, I can't even shower in private. Why? Because I was in public. How am I thinking I'm going to shower in private being in public? Some of y'all think that you're going to get results from the work that you don't do. Did I just hit a soft spot right there? Drop a in the chat if you understand what I just drop a in the chat if you feeling what I'm saying. Some of us want to complain about the results we don't get from the work that we don't do, and come on, we just can't do that. So I ended up getting an apartment. So I didn't complain. I didn't cry. I really could have went home. The reason why I didn't want to go home to my grandparents' house that was in New York City, because I would have to travel all the way there, then come all the way back in the AM. That was just non-workable. It was more workable for me to be a bum at nighttime, and all I had to do was go change my clothes and get up. But then over time, I realized I deserve better. Yes, everything I had to learn to survive, I had to now unlearn to succeed. I could no longer live like that. Some of you are still holding on to the same ideology that helped you survive, and now you're like, no, I'm not giving it up. No, you're holding on to your limitations so tight. Anytime somebody says something to you defensive and ready to attack, and even if it's not you, you're involved with those individuals, and you know who I'm talking about. You got that sister, you got that brother, you got that cousin, you got that friend, and you probably got that significant other. As soon as you say anything to that person, defense mode kicks in. The longer you stay around that person, who do you think you become? All the women who be like, nah, I'm not trying to be like my mom. But the craziest thing is that everybody praise the mom. Everybody praise the mom. The mom gets all the glory from everybody's story, but yet nobody wants to be like the mom. Did I just hit you again? Yo, crew, I gotta stop this, right? Yeah, kick me off the line. Somebody mute my mic right now, because I know I'm hitting y'all right now. I know you feel what I'm saying. Most of you do not want to be like the mother, but yet the mother gets the glory. We've been out of alignment. We've been out of balance. We've been out of whack. So when it's time for somebody to bring us some information that can transform our lives, guess what we do? We fight against it. Just like when we know we need help, right? We know we need help, but then somebody come over and say, are you okay today? Yeah, I'm good. I'm fine. All right. Do you need help with X, Y, and Z? No, I'm good. I'm good. And then as soon as they leave, what do we complain about? Nobody helps me. I always got to do this all alone. Am I talking to you? Because I think I'm talking to you now. I think it's you. Okay. I think I'm talking to you right now. And this is the reality of it. The reality, chill, operator, they're not bipolar, man. The reality of it is we've been tricked out of what we understand is reality. We think this reactionary world is the reality. This is reaction. Everything you see in this world is from a reaction. That's it. It's just from a reaction. So then you understand that if you're just doing the bare minimum, you're just doing the basics, what do you do? If you're just doing the bare minimum, doing the basics, what do you do? Just follow along the story. It's no trick question. I just said the keywords. Just answer it back with the keywords. You know how we've been taught. Like, use that formula, right here, right now. What are we doing? If we're doing a bare minimum, what's happening? If we're doing a bare minimum, what are we doing? Just reacting. That's all we're doing. And if you're reacting, how are you creating? If you're not creating, how are you living in the world that you want to create for yourself, or that you want to experience when it comes to these beautiful experiences? So what I'm saying is not to motivate you. I'm not saying anything to motivate you. Some people call me inspirational speaker. I'm just talking. But what I'm really doing is I'm coming from your consciousness, because you are the one who summoned me. You just don't realize it, because life doesn't go according to plan. I already told you how I summon y'all. The reason why I summon y'all is because I want to create a world and a community full of love, connectivity, and financial prosperity. Did I know it was going to be sunshine? Did I know it was going to be Alpha Did I know it was going to be Regina? Did I know it was going to be Julian? Did I know it was going to be Mr. Chicago? No. Am I getting upset? Am I upset that it's Mr. Chicago instead of Mrs. Chicago? Am I upset? No. It's just Mr. Chicago. What's up, bro? How you feeling? That's it. Now we link up. Okay, cool. Did you know that it was going to be landlord? Did you know that it was going to be him to lead you to me, or lead you to an idea, or lead you to a place where you could potentially go on and transcend your legacy for your family? No. But you have to understand that you created this. So now what must you do within this moment? You must create the best experience. What will be the best experience? When we talk about using debt as a tool, how can you use debt to create a better experience for yourself? So I want to know that right now. Can we get some hands going up? 30 seconds or less. 30 seconds or less. Let's get some hands up. I want to know. I want to know. How can you make the rest of this challenge a beautiful experience? Because I know for a fact, some of you probably maxed out who you are already, But in order to get to that next level, who you want to be, you got to hit another max level, right? The same weights that I'm lifting in the gym right now, my strongest weight that I'm lifting, or my heaviest weight, would be my lightest weight at some point. Are y'all following with that? So whatever you're dealing with right now that you may think is heavy, it will subside. It will release itself. It will lighten the load. That way you can fly a little bit higher. So I want to know, raise your virtual hand. Let's bring them up. Sunshine, who we got?
King Julian, come talk to us, King.
I would definitely say, like, you definitely gotta apply yourself. You definitely gotta participate, like you Ben was saying, because you know, back in high school, I used to be the dude that was like sitting in the back of the class and, you know, just, you know, not raising my hand. I realized like I wasn't learning like that. And like it ain't took until I went to college when I really switched up my whole game. Like, cause, you know, I graduated as a respiratory therapist. So I had to sit in front of the class to really understand the material and participate. And when I went to clinical, like when I got in front of them doctors, I had to talk because, you know, I was the only black kid in the class, black male actually. And like, you know, if you don't show yourself, they won't even like pay you no mind. So it's like they'll just talk to everybody else and look like you just a ghost, you just sitting there. So I had to stand out. And when I start standing out, then I start learning more quicker just by talking, even if it's like they can ask a question, I can get it completely wrong. And then it's like, it's cool because then they'll correct you. And then you're like, oh, now I know. Instead of just sitting there like, you know what I mean? So that's one thing, you know what I mean? I learned from just participating, just being involved.
Absolutely. Right. When you think about that, just how many of us play the background and take steps back? You have to take a stance for something. You have to stand for something or you fall for anything, right? Y'all heard that. But what about if you take a stand for something? You'll stop sitting in silence. If you take a stand for something, you'll stop sitting while people walk all past you, while you stop letting opportunities go past. And this is the thing about it. You never get the same opportunity twice. If you start thinking that way, oh man, it might scare some of you. I remember when I first thought about, I was young. My grandfather was going over what the Bible teaches. My family, Jehovah's Witness. So we have these pamphlets and these books, these small short books that say, what did the Bible really teach? So it gets in depth with what the Bible teaches. I used to lay at the end of my grandparents' bed inside of their brownstone house. And then when I was inside of their inside of their bedroom, he would read to me. Now he would read to me, he had asked me some of these things, and we would talk about death. I remember the very first time I thought about death when he explained it to me. And I felt this shock come over my body. I felt the sensation of non-existence. Why was I scared of that? Why was I afraid? Why did that touch me in a way that made me feel, whoa, I never want to think about that again? Why was that a daunting, scary task? Because it was an unknown thing. The truth of the matter is, it's not unknown. It's the form in which it takes place is unknown, but the non-existence part, I've done that plenty of times. Come on, it's plenty of years I didn't exist. I'm a pro at that. I haven't been existing plenty of years, up until the point that I was brought into this universe. So why would that make me feel any different hearing that death is something that will happen and you will not live again? Have you ever thought about that? Have you ever actually thought about death and you never living again? Like for the rest of your life, have you ever thought about that? No, because unfortunately, in most religions, they teach you that there's an afterlife. I got a question for you. Who came back and told you that from the afterlife? Who came back? Just let me know in the chat. Put it in the chat. Let me know which parent. Let me know which sibling. Let me know which uncle, which relative. Who came back and told you, yo, man, it's great on this side. What you waiting for? Catch up. Who told you that? Because I think that there are people who are living that told you that. I think there are people who never experienced that who have told you that. And if you could follow that, you could follow somebody giving you experience who've actually done the thing that you are looking to acquire. So I'm not rubbing anybody the wrong way with what I'm saying. I'm getting you to think, because have you thought about it? Have you actually sat down and thought about it? Right? Now, what are you being taught? Where are you being led? Are you being taught and being led to be content with just living this mediocre life? Because if I was thinking, I would think this way, right? What would be, how in the world, number one, I always look at the disparity between things, right? How in the world is the preacher or the person, the pastor of that church, well off, in comparison to the person that attends? To me, is a disparity. What's the disparity between the two? Okay, all of these people came here to support me and what I'm sharing and to get gain for themselves so that way they can transform their lives. But all I see is the same cycles year after year after year, generation after generation. When does the church come down and say, okay, you know what? We're going to have to really get intense with this. Like, we're going to have to help you build your family out. We got to help you do it. When does that happen? Can somebody let me know in the chat? Because you probably do experience that. And everybody probably should go to your church. But let me know. Let me know in the chat. So we have all of this faith in something that is what we will call an illusion versus having faith than what we will call creation. Two different things. So now somebody used their creation and said that there's a heaven. Somebody also used their creation and said that there's a Christ. Somebody also used their creation to talk about the 33 vertebrates in your spine and how that relates to everything. There's all sorts of creation going on. You're not fooled by choosing creation, but you are fooled without using your imagination. So how could you utilize your imagination during this challenge right here to create the best experience for yourself? Julian is the only person who raised his hand. When you look back at this, imagine that if all of this was being recorded, that all the opportunities that you had to just prove yourself that you are amazing, just prove to yourself that you could do X, Y, and Z, just prove to you, because everything is, let's say it's all done already for you. You're just watching it play out. But instead of just watching it like a movie, you have to act it out. You have to be in the character. You have to be in the role, right? Now, imagine every time your opportunity for your lines to come up and you just was like, I'm not going to say it. I don't think y'all get me. I don't think y'all understand what I'm saying to you. This is your life. Once you lose this thing, once it's done here, you don't get another one. You get to experience this right here, right now, because you are magical. This human life is a magical experience, but you're tying it to being a slave through mentally oppression, right? Think about what I'm saying to you right now. You have an opportunity to speak in your movie and you don't say anything. That's puzzling to me. It's really puzzling to me. I told you before, I said when I was on the sidelines before I became Mindset Mogul, I was already Mindset Mogul. Yo, can I say something to y'all real fast? Meeting, like say we all had a meeting after we had a great performance or whatever we done. It's the meeting thing is coming to an end. All right, cool. Can I say something? I just want everybody to say something. Boom, 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 boom. You can just hear my heart pounding. Starting to get hot around the head. Sweaty on the back. The first part you start to sweat is on the back. You start to feel a little bead of sweat just drop down. Oh, damn, I'm nervous, but I gotta say it anyway. $1 million later, I'm sitting in front of you. Inspire, transform people's lives. 1,000 people in a week. That's you, though. That's you. That's your capabilities. I'm your mirror. You're my mirror. We're all each other's mirrors. But if we are playing small and got a bunch of cracks in our foundation, how can we even see who we truly are? So there's no wonder why most of you don't raise your hand. Because you can't see who you truly are. You can't see how powerful you are. You think that your answer might be wrong because the school done whipped it into your mind that as soon as you say something wrong, everybody's laughing at you. As soon as you say something wrong, but it was never wrong to begin with. They just wanted you to do it their way. It was never wrong to begin with. They just wanted you to do it the way that they wanted you to do it. Some of us used to get in trouble for creating answers and solving problems the way that they didn't tell us to solve it. I used to do that. Because growing up, y'all don't know, but I still suffer from dyslexia. Now that I say it, some of y'all might catch on to certain things, but y'all probably wouldn't know unless I say that. I don't claim none of it. I'm just speaking so you can understand, to give you a reference point. Sometimes certain words would be backwards, right? But you wouldn't know that unless I'm saying it to you. Because I still believe I'm the greatest. I still believe I'm the best. It's not about being the best of somebody else. It's being the best of you. Because there's different versions of you. Every year, every moment, there's always different versions of you. You got to be the best version. Like, which life do you really want? So when Workout is putting this challenge together, where he's saying, okay, look, let's make sure that you can get what you truly need and get what you want. What are you doing? In the role that you're casting in your life that you asked for, that you probably prayed to God for, that you can get it. Now what? Now what are you doing now with the opportunity? So when we ask you to raise your virtual hand, this is not for me, y'all. I'm telling you that I did it in real life when I raised my physical hand in front of people who are all looking at me, who feel like, well, what are you about to add to this conversation? Like, okay, let me add some value. That's you. If you can add value to somebody drop, that's me in the chat. If you are a person that can add value somewhere, somebody say, drop me in the chat. See, the thing was, I wasn't adding value just because I wanted to add value. No, I knew for a fact that most of us have negative self-talk. So how can I come in there and add a layer that now some people could go home with and create positive self-talk? Let me give y'all a tool. Everybody take out your phone. Everybody bring out the camera, put it on selfie mode, look it up, say, I love you. You're amazing. I appreciate you. Just that little exercise sparked a whole other industry for myself to be part of. Just me doing that has affected other people that you see, coaches up here, who are just like you, who are mentees, right? Somebody who was just in the same position like you. You know, I met Sunshine last year around this time, and she was in one of our challenges. Then she got into one of our programs. And she came back to another challenge. She quit her job. Understand, like, we're not telling you to follow Sunshine. I'm telling you to follow you, because Sunshine didn't know anything that I had planned. She was just following her own feeling, her own right, her own understanding, that her own intuition. Julia, what's your intuition, King? After that incident, what happened? Do you become a better person, bro? Or you let that thing traumatize you? You're still here for a reason, right?
Yeah, I'll be
Regina, what's yours, right? What's your next level looking like, Queen? Like, do you deserve to have a beautiful relationship? Do you deserve to have the money that you want? Do you deserve to have the life experience? Do you deserve to have 80% of your time to enjoy your life? Or do you want to work 80% of the time and only enjoy 20%? Mr. Chicago, do you want to become Mr. Worldwide? Do you want to travel the world? Do you want to get paid to be who you are? Do you want to have the studio? Do you want to have the lights? Do you want everybody? Like, what do you want? Tabari, what do you want? Dominique, what do you want? Matt, what do you want, King? I see you looking for something. What do you want? No, you don't have to respond. I'm just teasing with you, bro.
Sorry,
Nico,
no,
what do
the
you want?
exterminator just came, so sorry about that. I'm moving around for him.
No, no worries, no worries. I'm just teasing because you was moving around a little bit. So, what do you want? Amira, what do you want? Who is still connected to audio? That person hasn't even heard a single word that's been said. He's still connected to audio. Sean, what do you want? Paris, what do you want? Mike, what do you want? Jamel, what do you want? Jasmine, what do you want? Sunshine, what do you want? Apolline, what do you want? Create your beautiful experiences. But once again, it's going to come down to what you're learning is the power to see difficulty differently. So how many of you are a little afraid of getting into debt? Put a 1 in the chat if you're a little afraid to get into debt. Put a 0 in the chat if you're not. Look, Mike done ran off. He said, look, I ain't about to get called out one more time. He called me out again. I'm out of here. I did it, and then he's gone. See, man of his word. All right, cool. Are you afraid of debt? If you're afraid of debt, put 0 in the chat. If you are comfortable with debt, put 1 in the chat. Money is already debt. If you collect money from your job, you already have put debt in. You're already in. What are you indebted to already? If you get paid, because first of all, this is what happens, right? You go, you get a new job, and when you get that new job, you get. When do you finally get the cash? When do you finally get the cash? 3 weeks later, right? You get paid 3 weeks later. You're already in debt. You're already in debt. The worst part about it, you're in debt with your time. Like you're in debt with your time because you're spending 40 hours. You're spending 80. Yo, see, the thing is, most people don't realize it until they're out of it. You're spending 80% of your time pretending to do something. Yo, I used to go to Apolline's house. Before I go to his house, he'd be like, yo, bro, I'm about to quit my job. And then it felt like 5 months in a row every single time. Yo, bro, I'm about to quit my job. And then before I leave, yo, I start my new job on Monday. What? Yo, bro, you just quit. You just like, yeah, bro, I'm just collecting these titles right now, bro. Just collecting these titles. I come back down next month. Yo, what's up, bro? Yo, you know I'm about to quit my job. I'm like, Apolline, time out. Yo, bro, you know you've been saying the same thing for 5 months straight, bro. I have. Yo, all right, go back in time and look at it. He'll go back and like, oh, damn, I really was doing that. Dang. And he got caught in a loop. You get what I'm saying? So how, like, if you don't have other people helping you break out of the loops that you're in, do you realize that you stay inside the loop? Do you know that you're the best of the best when you leave and you come back on the block and you see everybody else still being the same? Do you know that they're stuck in a loop? Do you know that? I have friends right now who still wear clothes from 2007. I know y'all know if y'all from New York, if y'all from up top, those Pelly jackets, those Averex jackets, those leathers. I know y'all know. I know y'all know. Y'all see the guys with the baggy jeans. I know y'all know. But some of y'all women know, but y'all still be going for these guys. Some of y'all women know y'all still be having your man have their pants sagging down. Yeah, some of y'all know they got a belt on, a belt under the butt. So what's going on here, ladies? Don't let me get the crew IG live on y'all. Don't let the IG live crew come out on y'all, because I'll come out and expose. Nah, I ain't gonna do that to you. Come to the Love Plus Uncut. Nah, chill, Nico. I ain't coming out. Come to the Love Plus Uncut IG live at 10 o'clock p.m. and then you'll get that. You know, you'll get that version of me. But right here, you just got to get this one. This is the accountability version. All right. So, who are you being matters to what you experience. So I want to know who's going to take this experience and who's going to really get the most out of it. Like who's going to be that? Let's see if what we've been doing today, any type of training, because we like to get results in real time. Let's see if Regina picked up on what we want her to do. Let's see if Mr. Chicago picks up on what we want him to do. Let's see if Julian and everybody else, so on and so on, right? Raise your virtual hands and let us know what are you going to do to take advantage so that way you get the most out of day 3, day 4, day 5 coming up in this challenge. Let's see. Let's see. I believe put the time clock. I want to see how long it's gonna take. Okay, yo, moving with speed. Is it? Oh, look at Matt on the screen. Matt came through with the hat. He already know. He said, "I'm tired of being in the back." He said, "Look, I'm about to get what I deserve. I don't want to have the lack." Look, he happy. He said, "Exterminator come there. He taking care of that."
Go,
I'm like, yo, I'm good now. I'm focused. I'm focused, baby. So first person I want to go to, Sunshine. Can we go to Matt first, please? Just because.
Absolutely.
Just because, you know.
Absolutely, Matt. King Matt, come on up here and come talk to us, King.
I love the energy. Good morning. So out of this challenge, to be honest, is to have everything set up so that afterwards you could be able to network properly. I feel like as though that if you don't follow the steps that he's going through, and actually all the speakers are going through throughout the week, that when it comes next week when you want to network, the main question is going to be, what have you done so far? Or like, have you had your LLC? Have you did the nonprofit? Have you set up anything? Have you had your books put together? So it's really just making sure you're prepared so that for next week and the week going on, that you can continue mentorship and actually move with the program, or not move with the program, move with the network. Because what I'm sure this man is trying to do, what I feel like everybody's trying to do, is that once you learn something, you want to build a community around you so that you can be able to become rich together. So if you lack, I guess that's why the accountability partners and things like that, this really do things for people, because if you have everything together, then basically once you go talk to even the people in here or the people at the other place, I mean in the night chat, like in person and thing, if you have your stuff together, you can be able to actually be a part of the community rather than somebody trying to help you up all the time.
Absolutely, 100%. And look, if anybody got value from what Matt said, put the word value in the chat. Matt, I just want to show you something in real time, bro. Just want to show you something. If you resonate with what he is saying, what he said coming up here, I want you to put value in the chat. The reason why it's important for you to speak up and for you to come outside to express yourself to your community is because what you say is valuable. Everybody drop in the chat what I say is valuable. Matt, before you drop in the chat, just look at the chat. Everybody thought you provided value just by your comment. But if you would have never said anything, then you don't provide that value. But now, since you provide that value, something happens within you. You get a little boost of confidence, you get a little boost of energy, and that's what matters. This little boosts, these little wins. The small wins create the big gains, right? What I say is valuable. What I say is valuable. Say it again to yourself. What I say is valuable. Everybody say it to yourself. You don't have to come off of mute, but just say it. What I say is valuable. Julian, I don't see you saying anything. I see you thinking. Regina, I don't see you saying anything. Mr. Chicago, I don't see you say anything. What I say is valuable. All right, everybody send some love to Matt in the chat. Let's go to the next person, Queen.
Next up, Mr. Chicago, come talk to us, King.
Yo, what up, man? You probably didn't see me. It's pretty dark over here, but yeah, I'm over here doing the motion, you know. I appreciate everybody, you know, because everybody is bringing value. And well, with me, I'm just appreciative to just have this frequency, you know, with just to tap in. You know, I do work my 40 hours, but I did tell my boss I'm not coming in for the first 2 hours this whole week. So hey, you have me this whole week. You know, that's the type of trying to do this in real time too, you know, like you say. And I could be at work, you know, not doing this, but I'm here and trying to show up for myself because I think I can navigate through this program. And like the last person, I forgot his name, he said you know, we're trying to have everything ready before next week. So I'm trying to challenge myself too to have all the LLCs, you know, the digital address, but I don't want to pull the trigger without having the right run, you know. That's why I'm a little falling behind, because I want to do the right one. I want to have the right things set up, you know.
Okay, so just everybody realize you're not falling behind. Don't rush anything, right? Just go through the steps by step. By the time we get to by the time we get to day 5, you have a clearer picture of what you need to do overall, right? So we don't want to jump the gun. Yes, you could go get your LLC now, you can get all that stuff started. The biggest thing I want you to do is internalize yourself, receiving the information and applying it.
Hmm?
That's the biggest thing. I'm gonna tell you right now, superstar athletes. Sometime I go to LA and I would train with one of my buddies, Dash Athletics, and we train superstars in basketball, whether it's WNBA or NBA. We train college players who are going to pro. We train individuals who are in elementary school, right? So, and all this is documented. You can look it up and you can look on the pages or whatever. But what I'm saying to you, I was training Candace Parker, right? Are you familiar with Candace Parker? You know who Candace Parker is?
Yeah.
Most people would know, right? So we're training with Candace Parker. And Candace Parker, she's missing stuff. I'm making jokes with her. She's like, oh yeah. So I'm gonna turn it up. So she started turning it up. She started making shots left and right now. And what that reminded me was sometimes we need people to push us, but sometimes you gotta push yourself. And I want you to understand you gotta check the scope first before you can really push it to that limit, right? So go through the next 5 days and visualize yourself winning. Because that's what she was doing. She was visualizing herself. You know what? All right, you saying I'm not gonna hit this, and I wasn't even really clowning her on anything. She just felt that way because she's a pro player, and I'm in her presence, and I'm doing this, and she's not living up to her standard, right? That's her standard. So in her mind, she's like, all right, cool. I'm gonna get through this, and I'm actually gonna show out and really show off. And she did that. And what she had to do was visualize herself making those shots. She had to visualize herself hitting the spin moves. She had to visualize herself getting a nice layup. You got to visualize yourself getting the information. Visualize yourself taking the funding, being able to go put it into places so that way you can get the results that you want. So that's what I want everybody to do. Make sure you're taking down your notes, because when day 4 comes and we make you an offer, look, that's on you. You take the offer, but we are going to make your offer. I don't want that to be a surprise. We're going to make your offer so that way you can stay around and be into mentorship. That is going to be a thing, because some of you are going to need the help. You're not going to be able to do it alone. That's the whole point of showing you, okay, this is what you could do, but we got to do it together, right? We got to do it together. So if you are curious and maybe you just on a fence, I want you to think about, let me be a little more intentional. Let me be a little more serious on this aspect of my life and how to take this into my hands and say, okay, I want the best result. So we are going to offer you something to stick around, but listen here. You do what's best for you. If mentorship is best for you, if working with partners are best for you, if being guided is best for you, if giving you real instruction or real implementation skills, if that is important to you, then you stick around in mentorship. If not, then you know, it is what it is. But all right, cool. Great stuff. Mr. Chicago, I know you be on point. You usually on point when it comes to the calls. You be alert, you're attentive, you comment in the chat, you support each other, and you carry that good energy. So I know you're going to be a great mentee going forward. Who is next? Everybody send some love to Mr. Chicago in the chat.
Queen Regina, come talk to us, Queen.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, Queen.
Just going off of what everyone else is saying, like just making sure I do the right steps in order. I don't want to miss nothing, to mess nothing up, and just making sure I execute what I need to execute. I don't like talking too long.
No, I love that. I love that. You get right to the point. Always get right to the point. There's power in the point, y'all. So don't feel like you got to be me up here. This is just what I do for a living, but you just be you. You understand? All right, cool. Everybody send some love to Regina in a chitty. Let's go to my guy, Julian.
Yeah, so I don't know if you Mongo, I don't know if you was on earlier, but I was basically saying like through your meditation we did last week, it just like gave me a clear out view on what I did. It felt like all that stuff was like elevated like off me. So like basically I got an appointment in the next hour because I'm gonna get this general contract license. I already got all the other stuff like the LLC, the bank accounts and stuff like that. I've been had that like because I'm a mentee of a landlord, so like I ain't gonna lie. Before that, I was like BSing on getting this thing. So now I'm like focused. I got me a accountability partner now, and we kind of like we got us like we checking each other right now. Like we making sure we right. So now because I'm a Leo, so I'm competitive. So every time when I got somebody with me that they doing this, I feel like I got to do it too. So like I'm a real competitive person as far as like I like moving with something, keep me focused, keep me going. So like she doing her thing, so I'm like, oh, I gotta do my thing so we can match and we can become like a powerful partnership. So like I'm like, yeah, so it got me motivated now because I felt like now I gotta like all I felt like I needed was a direction, like a point, and you just tell me that way, and I was gonna just go. So
right, and that's what mentorship is. Mentorship is giving you the direction, and all you have to do is go. Right, you got the GPS of success, but you still got to drive the vehicle. Right, you still got to acquire passive income vehicles. You still have to acquire certificates that you need in order to build. You want to be a GC, right? You got to have those things. Now, this is the thing about it. Nobody's stopping you. Like nobody's stopping any of us from being great. But who is though? Because there is a force. Who is stopping? Everybody drop it in the chat. And if that answer is you, I want you to reverse that answer and I want you to say no one, right? I want no one to be stopping you. So if you think that it's you, because most of the time it is us, I want you to now turn it around and say no one. No one, right? No one's stopping me. You are amazing. You are whole. You are complete. You are everything you've ever said you needed to be. You learn how to get access to the funds on Monday. This is Wednesday. So now you have extra days in between where now you go out there and start applying for cards, right? In fact, everybody should have already applied for cards, right? You should have already applied for cards. I'm not telling you to go apply willy-nilly. There's a strategy to it. There's a strategy to it, and I'm quite sure you learned a little bit. So now moving forward, utilize your strategy. The biggest thing that I'm going to continue to say is strategic partnerships. You must create strategic partnerships. If this was helpful for you in any way, if you love being on accountability calls, or if you love having us in your presence and you want to continue with this going forward, go inside the Facebook group and then let everybody know how important or impactful this was to you. If it wasn't, don't go in it and blah, please. Like, only go in there and be honest. If it wasn't good enough for you, it wasn't good enough for you. Can't reach everybody, and you can't solve everybody's problem. Just understand that. You won't be able to solve everybody's problem, but guess what? I'm still out there doing what I need to do. I'm still out there going to get it, and that's how you should operate too, right? You're still out there going to get it. You can't solve everybody's problem, but you can solve somebody's, and that's what matters. So with that being said, we're getting ready to close. Just understand that debt is a tool used to acquire more things, whether it's a business or whether it's to acquire more cash flow. But you utilize debt for assets. That's it. You don't utilize debt for liabilities. You don't go out and you don't go get a whole new pair of clothes. Don't do that, because there's ways for you to get clothes for free. Okay, utilizing these points on these cards. There's ways for you to travel for free, utilizing points on these cards. There's strategies to it all. But please, the biggest thing that you have to figure out is who to partner with. Who to partner with. Who is already doing something that I want to do, or already doing what I do. That's it. That's going to make your life super simple. What did we say? What's the main focus right now? Because we know the primary focus is become more effective in less time. What's that pathway to it? How do we get to it? How do we get to become more effective in less time? And if you haven't gotten my ebook, you should probably get my ebook, right? But listen, that's not the time for this. I'm just expressing to you. You want to become more effective in less time? Strategic partnerships. Strategic partnerships. All right? We good? Everybody good? Sunshine, close us out. Close us out with some words, Sunshine.
Y'all got a mouthful today. Y'all heard everything he said. It's another great class. I can't believe that this is already day 3. We only have a couple more days together. But again, strategic partnerships is definitely the way to go. I actually have a meeting today about that. So make sure you get in alignment, because like he said, a lot of us have been moving out of alignment. And so one thing that I heard today, and hopefully you paid attention, is that we never get the same opportunity twice. And so I don't know who's coming back. I don't know who's going to continue on. But when you understand that you never get the same opportunity twice, then it's imperative that you max out right now. Max out today. While you are in this program, while you still have time, while you still have tonight's class, make sure that you show up on time, have your cameras on, make sure you really sit up there and think about what it's going to cost you to not be a part of this program, to not max out in this challenge. So I want y'all to really think about these things, y'all. Have an amazing day. And y'all know what y'all homework is. It's been the same thing every day. Go in that Facebook, your social media, go ahead and talk about what these accountability calls have meant to you. Make sure you make that post, and we'll see you same time, same place tomorrow. Have a great one, everybody.
Peace, y'all. Everybody clap it up, snap it up, go out with a bang, man. Let's go.
Yes, let's go, everybody. Love y'all. Have a great day. We see y'all tomorrow.
Great job on showing up, y'all. 100%. Everybody who came up with the camera when I said let's see who's gonna do it, and then Gina popped up with her hand raised. Julie in Mr. Chicago, Matt. Yo,
absolutely.
Look, even
welcome
Paris.
To the front,
in the
Matt.
chat.
Welcome to the front, King Matt.
Just I want to shout y'all out, man. I want to shout y'all out because I do appreciate that, and that brings me so much joy to see you step into your power. I know it's just something simple as raising your hand and coming up, but I have a lot of gratitude, y'all, for that, and I thank each and every one of you for just acting and moving with speed. Let's continue to go. Let's build, y'all. We got work to do. Let's go. I'll see y'all tomorrow.
Y'all keep being great. Have a great one.
All right.